Hi teachers, here's a quick video to help with navigating the RazPlus website, particularly the resources. So when you first log into the program, it's going to default you to the student management page. So to get to the resources, you'll want to head to the main menu bar at the top and click RazPlus. I'm currently in a demo account, so some of the things might look slightly different than yours, but overall it's pretty much the same. So to get to the resources, you have a couple of options. You can click on the resources link, or you can utilize the open search option right here to the right-hand side of that. We're going to look at the resources link first. So when you click that, you're going to see that there's a menu of options available on the left-hand side. RazPlus, just to kind of give you an overall view, does have a ton of resources for you to kind of dig through. So this menu is definitely going to be helpful. So one of the first things I want to point out is this orange planet icon indicates that some of these resources that are below are digital resources, which will be very helpful for teachers since we're in a distance learning setting right now. So this curriculum piece has 32 weeks of content-based unit instruction for literacy for grades K-5, and then foundational skills for grades K-2. And you'll see when you start to look in there, there is a plethora of activities and resources that you can kind of look at and maybe tag it along with your units of study to see what skills and standards are you covering, so you can, decide what might be useful for your students if that's something you're interested in. The next one is the level text. So again, if you know what unit you're covering for units of study, if you're doing RI standards, for example, you might want to check out the nonfiction series. Or if it's RL, you might want to check out the fiction series. So this might help drill down what books and passages you might want to be interested in. They're also organized by content area, and then there's additional text right here at the bottom. RazPlus does also have assessment options for you. And again, these are optional. These are not required for you to have to administer with your students, but we just want you to know they're there, they're available. One of the ones that tends to be a little popular is this benchmark passages, because there are running records that you can assign to students. So they are untimed. Students can record themselves reading a passage. They can also record a retell of that passage and answer 5 multiple choice comprehension questions about their reading as well. So I know we have the ORF available for iStation, but if you would like to have more recorded passages for your students for progress monitoring, you do have that option there. And of course, there are other digital assessments available. The foundational skills has another large variety of activities that you can look through, especially if you're covering a specific skill with reading foundational skills. I think you'll find that they have a lot of very valuable resources that you can utilize, and many of those are digital. For focused instruction, you can see here the list of literacy skills that are available, and there are also other collections of text that you might find helpful, and there's intervention materials as well. For the writing, vocabulary, and word work, you're going to see there's not a lot of digital resources available, and that's because writing traditionally takes place, with paper and pencil in hand, and so these resources were designed with the thinking that teachers were going to be copying and printing them for their students to utilize in the classroom. But you might find these helpful still because a lot of them are PDF versions of the resources, which means you can download them to your computer, save them in your documents, or however you want to organize them on your computer, and then you can upload them to other places such as PowerSchool or Google Classroom or even Seesaw. So that'll be helpful too for any of the PDF versions of the resources that are available. Dual immersion teachers, you have a lot of Spanish resources available for you to also take a look at, and many of those are also digital resources. RazPlus does have other world languages available, and we purchased the RazPlus ELL edition, so there will be another video to help us look a little closer at this piece here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and show you the second option, how you can search for resources. So if I know that I'm covering my standards on author's purpose, for example, then I'm going to go ahead and click on author's purpose here, and then click the magnifying glass so it can search for me. So now that I put in this skill area, you'll see it populated 829 results. So I probably want to drill down a little further. I can drill down by letter leveling that RazPlus has here, by Legxile, by the type of text, even non-books here. I can also drill down by the top comprehension skills, by reading strategies, or by language. So I'm going to go ahead and go all the way up to the top, and I am going to narrow my search by letter leveling. So I'm going to pick this band here, K to P. Once I click K to P, you can see it dropped down significantly to 68 results, which is much better, but maybe I still want a particular letter level. I'm going to go ahead and pick level O. And you'll see now it's 15 results, which is much more manageable for me. So this makes it easier for me to select a resource. So you'll notice once they populate, you can hover over a text, and right there from the main screen, you have the option to assign the text to all of your students, a group of students, or even individual students. And you can also organize the resources that you find that you may want to use maybe later, or you just want to organize them for yourself. You can also add them to a folder right here at the bottom. So we're going to do another video on how to organize materials and resources for RazPlus because there are so many, but just know that's available to you right when you just hover over the text. So to open the text, you can just click on the text, or you'll see there's this Go to Book option that populates to the right of it. So we'll go ahead and we'll look at this one here, Animal Discoveries. I'm just going to click on it. And because I did drill down by level O, I know this is a level O text, but I can get more information simply by hovering over the letter O on the band of lettering at the top. This will give me the age group, the grade level, and then the correlation for RazPlus leveling in comparison to Fountas and Pinnell reading recovery. So lots of information available for you, along with the Lexile band. With the free version of A to Z, you were able to view the text. Even students could view the text by just simply clicking on the arrows here. But now with RazPlus, you have at your fingertips all of the resources that go with that text, which is really great. So a couple of things to point out. There are the book resources. So this book is available for single-sided, double-sided, a pocket book, projectable. So if you want to upload, for example, to Seesaw, you would download this PDF version, save it to your computer, and then upload it on Seesaw, which they do have a max of 20 pages. So that's more than enough, I think, for one text. But just wanted to share that. And again, you can do the same for however it is you're sharing the resources with your students because you have the PDF option. You'll also notice that in RazPlus, some of the texts have multi-levels. So this is an example of that. This same title, Animal Discoveries, is available in level R and for level U. It's also available in Spanish for level Q. So it's just nice to see for differentiation, you have those options. Also, if you utilize, say, literature circles, or if you want to use this text for fluency, you have other resources available for you. This orange box at the top of the right-hand side is for you to preview the digital resources that are available for this text. So you can preview them to see if it's something you want to assign for your students or to include or not. Those are available. There's also a guided reading lesson in PDF version right here, and the Common Core supplement as well. So you're going to see underneath, again, there are lots of different activities or worksheets that you can check out to see that RazPlus is already included for that text. So this is just one option, one text that we looked at. You'll see that they'll have some other options even for different text as you start to dig through and search. So hopefully that was helpful with navigating RazPlus and its resources. Thank you.